Hello, everybody. It's Steve Zacharanda, divisional round playoff catch up, super quick catch up for everybody. It's a divisional round, 2 games tonight, 2 games tomorrow night, and this is where the big dogs come in. We've got Kansas City coming in, and we've got Green Bay Packers coming in. 2 games tonight. That is Rams versus Packers. That's first. That's about 9:30 at night. And then 1:15 in the morning, it's the Bills versus Ravens. And then tomorrow we've got the Browns versus Kansas City. And then to finish the whole shebang, the gold ticket, the Super Bowl festooned Tom Brady versus record-breaking Drew Brees. Now, this doesn't really get better than this. This is it's not a triple header, but I think that might have been a bit too much last week. My head was absolutely burnt out last week. Tonight's Saturday, the normal night I spend with my beautiful girlfriend. However, I've got loads of work to do. Deadline is at Monday morning. Was Friday afternoon, but basically kind of Friday afternoons a Monday morning for me. You know, when I was used to be at university, I used to pay the cleaner so I could get my essay in on a Monday morning. However, so the first game, the Rams versus the Packers, I shall be watching whilst on the computer. But I've promised myself by 1:15 I'm going to stop working and just enjoy the Bills game. It's not what you call an American cookout or an American not fender bender. What do they call it? When they're all outside and they've got their the car boot sales, not car boot sales, whatever it is anyway. It's hardly an American get together with loads of food and everyone bringing over the best dishes. However, I have just invested in a Tesco apple cider, £2.20 for the 4. Amazing deal, really. When I used to live in London, I used to live above a pub, which is like basically having an expensive living room. It was £5 a pint there, and this was still £2.40 in London. So yes, you can understand why people don't drink out anymore. But we can't go out anyway. Also, as an accompaniment, I managed to get myself some cigarettes for the evening, £4.50, Minsk from international shops across the inner city Birmingham. They're not fake. You see, I'd rather they're a real rubbish brand, which I'd rather have than a fake real brand. So anyway, and I am going to be attempting to make southern fried chicken downstairs for this long night. I mean, it says something if I'm not at my girlfriend's house, and I'd rather be at my girlfriend's house than anywhere else in the world. However, I've got work to do, and I've got games to watch. Who's going to win the first one? Well, you see, the thing is, when these teams have a what do you call it? Have a week's bye. Everyone thinks they're absolutely brilliant, but the amount of times you see them and they've lost the rhythm, and they've forgot basically what they're going to do, you'll be amazed. The things with the Rams is their defense is incredible. They took down Derrick Henry last week, and they've even they've got Jalen Ramsey. Oh no, they didn't. The Rams defense took down the Seahawks. Do you mean? And Jalen Ramsey, the corner, is one of the great stars of the NFL. He shut down DK Metcalf, who's a great, amazing player, and they've got Aaron Donald. So it's going to be tough for Aaron Rodgers if it wasn't Aaron Rodgers. But Aaron Rodgers is that good. I can see the Packers winning because the Rams, their defence is a Super Bowl winning defence. However, they can only defend a lead if they're given a lead, and the problem is they've got Gerard Goff with a pin in his arm. No, he hasn't got a pin in his arm. He's got a pin in his finger. So I think that the Packers are going to win this handily when it gets to the fourth quarter. Then we've got the Bills versus the Ravens. The Ravens are hot on a streak with the fantastic Lamar Jackson. However, the Bills, I think, are hotter. This is their time. I mean, for years, for the last 6 weeks, 7 weeks, people have been saying they're the team that could beat the Kansas City Chiefs. Josh Allen is playing amazing. I just think they will defeat the Ravens, but it will be a one possession game at the 2-minute warning. How about that? As for tomorrow's games, starting about 6 p.m, I think the first one. Well, that's Cleveland Browns versus the Kansas City Chiefs. Mahomes, Travis Kelce, Kareem Hunt, Jarvis Landry. All these players are going to be on the pitch. I think at the end of the first quarter, the Browns will be winning by more than one touchdown. I think that they will be. I think it will be similar to last week, where everything they touch turns to gold. Maybe they might not have someone to make as many mistakes. The Chiefs would have had a week off, so they're going to be slow, and I think they'll be winning. However, when it gets into the fourth quarter, I can really see this being a ding-dong battle, and I don't think Baker Mayfield can keep up with Mahomes. So, even though I'd love to see the Browns win, I think Chiefs to win in the fourth quarter. And then, after all that beautiful starters, main course, dessert, we get the cherry on the top, which is Brady. He's a man of winning 5 or 6 Super Bowls against Drew Brees, who's only won 1 but should have won a lot more. The Saints have had a terrible run when it comes to postseasons. The Minneapolis Miracle, and then them cheated out the game by losing to the Rams by a ref's bad decision, and then a similar thing happened the next week. So they've been good enough for a long while to win a Super Bowl. I think that's down to the fantastic management of Sean Payton. A bit like Belichick. So I mean, you're not supposed to be successful for as long as they are. They've been, and of course Sean Payton. He was banned for a year because after they won the Super Bowl and a few, I think maybe a year after, they it turned out they were the bounty hunter scandal, where players of the New Orleans Saints would add like a little book with them when they team to see who could injure the opposing players. So like, obviously, everybody knows in American football, that's what you're trying to do. You're trying to sack the Super Bowl, sack the quarterback, all this kind of stuff. Do you mean all the terms for American football? Flyer, touchdown, attack, offense, defense. It's a very militaristic kind of game in that way, and. It turned out that they actually were trying to injure the players, and then so basically the Sean Payton was banned for a year. Now the New Orleans owner, you would think if your boss is banned for a year, you just get rid of him. However, they stuck with him, and he did deliver New Orleans after Katrina a Super Bowl, which everybody in the area can't forget. So, and he's a brilliant. Offensive mind, and he's up against another brilliant offensive mind, which is Bruce Arians, who's a lovely guy. I mean, watch him in anything, he comes across really well. he stood in when Chuck Pagano got cancer in the Colts, and then got his own team at I think it was at the Cardinals, and he did really well. But he's really liked, and now he's at the he's come out of retirement to be a manager of the Buccaneers, who have not been in a playoff game for nearly 20 years. However, they've got Brady. No one had thought that he'd ever play in a different uniform than the Patriots, but you know what? Him and Bill were getting a bit sick of each other. Bill wasn't happy about Tom's masseuse or personal trainer basically trying to run the whole team. He didn't like that. So basically he went to the Buccaneers. Now the thing is, he's past his best. I mean, he's 43. However, he's still got the mind, and terrifyingly, if you don't like Brady, they've started clicking in the last 5 weeks, because obviously there was no pre-season because of COVID, and they've started clicking. And one of the reasons it's clicking is because of Antonio Brown, who is an amazing on-field talent, who managed to get himself out of Pittsburgh along with Le'Veon Bell. Was it Big Ben the one who pushed them out? And now look at Big Ben. He failed spectacularly last week, whereas Le'Veon Bell and Antonio Brown are both in the playoffs still. Brady wanted Antonio Brown so much, he asked him to he let him move into his house. Now, it's not like me who lives in one room, where I suddenly have an NFL player sitting by the wardrobe. Do you mean it might be a little bit too much for me because it's a small room, I only live in one room. But I'm sure Tom Brady lives in a mansion, so Antonio Brown will be down the left west wing or whatever. But he did have the Patriots, and then because Antonio Brown is good with his hands in more ways than one, shall we say, and he's up for a court case, I think. He got kicked out of Patriots, but the Buccaneers had him. And Arian said he was worried about Antonio Brown's antics. However, he's innocent until proven guilty, and it would give his team a better chance of winning. Well, as it's turned out, it really has, because the Bucs play a lot better with Antonio Brown. However, on the other side of the football, Michael, is it Michael Price? Michael is the amazing Saints receiver who who was suspended for punching one of his own players, and then has been injured, but has come back for the playoffs. And him, Kamara and Breeze have only played about 20 plays in this season altogether. Breeze said he didn't think he'd be able to win it, this whole thing, without Michael. So I would say tomorrow night could be one of the greatest games of the season. I think it's going to be a ding-dong battle, and I shall be supporting the New Orleans Saints, because I love New Orleans. And I'd rather them progress Brady, because Brady's won everything. However, it's nice for the Tampa fans that they've finally got some success. So anyway, enjoy this. I shall see you again on Monday, where I shall have NFL eyes. Kevin, by the way, he said he's going to be an uphill battle for his Browns. I shall be supporting the Browns, obviously, because of Kevin. And I think it'd be a great footballing story if they get through to the Championship or the Super Bowl. And however, all Browns will always have that first quarter of last week forever. It must be one of the greatest feelings ever for a sports fan. It was amazing. Sadly, I watched it after already knowing the score, which was really annoying. So it's one of the reasons why I've decided not to go to my girlfriend's or watch anything on repeat. I'm watching these games live so I can enjoy the spectacular nature of the NFL. Thank you.